Spot something?
Hmm? Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow.
I guess.
Kisara's really
We gotta add
serious
some
about
type of
salt.
storyline, I guess.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Okay, so we just gotta figure out the food thief. I don't know where that would be. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Let's see. Can I figure that out? Main tower. So if I go this way. Try this. I don't know where I'm going.
Are we really gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point. But
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
I believe it's this way. Ha!
Very well.
Well,
Hey, Pardon me.
Okay, if you want to fight, let's go.
Hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. They must think we're just Danans from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Bull Run soldiers. Watch yourselves.
One more! Mega Thrust! Armor won't save you! Catapult! Pierce! Radiant Storm! Can you take it? Be still! Not today! Take this! Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon! Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around.
Lightning
Certainly
Thrust!
not.
Nothing gets by me.
Confiscated.
Why does she keep flying for? She's like always in the air lately. I guess you can say the same for me.
All yours, Kisara!
Easy.
Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Apparently Michael's trying to call me on accident.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy, not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
Okay, now what do I do? Report back. Here.
We finally made it.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Alrighty. I'll be here for obviously a little
Yes.
longer, so feel free
There was
to...
no way to avoid the
join
deep-seated
back
conflicts
when
that
you're
had
able.
festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganath Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganath Harros.
I know that. But our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay?
Huh? I think someone's calling out for us.
They could have something they need from us.
Well... Huh?
Got it.
Boomy! Boomy!
Heck, are you stuck on that too?
No, really.
No, all right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who?
Oh. What?
What?
Huh?
Yeah. Law.
Yeah!
Oh?
Oh, all right!
All you need to know is there's a quest.
I wasn't expecting to thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
I think Hoodle senses something. Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Pretty sure there was an owl somewhere around here. Yep, there it is.
Hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo!
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Sorry. All right.
How can she think of putting her son to rest as... work?
Hey, I keep pushing the wrong button. Okay, so I need to go there, so in the center, and then the very end. So let's go right here.
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Good. Right.
That little speech you gave back there was
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it
Nobody's kissed
makes
yet.
sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome?
Hey, I think that might be what we're looking for.
Aw, really?
Let's see what you've got.
Lightning thrust!
Can you take it?
Crush! Megasonic thrust! Ready and rare!
What am I attacking right now?
These ones can run rings around us.
It wasn't even pushing a button. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
This one's all mine! Crush! Megasonic thrust! Here! Damn it! Scoot back!
Stand back.
Eat dirt!
Trip it up.
Here's a healing arc.
Megasonic thrust! Here!
I never think. I can handle it.
Here!
In here.
Far enough!
Enough it!
Do it. This'll come in handy.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Goodbye.
Guess I misread the landing.
Of course, there's nothing here. This is where I wanted to go. Oh look, a chest. No!
That's no ordinary stray there.
We'd best stay out of its way for now.
What do you mean, stay out of its way? I'll take it down. Let's go.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Flying spree! Why can't they just sit still? Shield, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
No complaints here!
Regenerate!
Burn! Now I can let loose!
Here's a healing arm. Not in your dream.
Shattering of pieces! Attack time! I can carve through
Radiant
all of
storm.
that!
Long fight.
Here,
Let me help.
be still!
Dance in the wind.
Rising focus!
Here. Get on here with the lunar corruption.
Eternal devastation!
Holy land. Too much to handle.
Mega... Is this it?
Radiant
Yeah.
escape.
This is my fault.
Denied!
Sleep now. Let's get you up.
Captain! Dazzle!
Wind astral energy. All right. It's showtime. Sleep now. Get healing together.
How many is there? What the heck?
Be still!
I'm grateful.
Rising focus!
Can't get out of this!
Annihilation.
Here!
Let the marksman handle this.
Megasonic thrust! Shattering of pieces!
Lightning condemned.
Negative gate!
Right
with the earth!
Annihilation.
Burn!
Flame of sky. Firewatch. Burning strike. It looks like you got this one covered.
Rising focus!
Lightning
thrust.
Burning strike.
Glacial spear.
Raging storm.
Be still!
Three blazers.
Rising focus!
Regenerate!
Rising
Double
focus!
rod magic. Thunderblade. It's weakened.
Far enough!
This ends now!
Can you take it? Elusive deity!
Here!
Captain Wall.
Where are you going?
Lightning thrust! Rising focus!
Raging storm.
Ready and
Here's
ready!
evil.
Apparently.
I can carve through armor! Take this! Dazzle!
In a bind?
Radiant
Rising
lightning.
focus!
Ready.
Stardust!
Radiant
Lightning thrust!
There you go. Don't let up.
Eternal devastation!
I'll face you.
Mega red. Cloud Light astral energy.
Eternal devastation!
Reload. Sorry.
Stay away from my friend!
Tornado drive! From beyond,
Here!
you this vanquished soul with life.
Crush the flame inside me! Yearns to be let free!
That's gonna smart.
Lightning!
Denied!
here!
Armor won't save you!
I'm all stopped up!
A thrilling performance.
Eternal devastation!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
Magic is
Eternal devastation! Megasonic
Everlasting dark. Negative gate. Resonate with the earth.
Dazzle!
Bronze and ready!
Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade! I never miss!
Rising Falcon!
Lunar Corruption! You all tucked away!
Megasonic Thrust!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Lightning Orb!
Tornado drive.
Whoa! Hey!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
This will come until my I do!
Allow me to help you.
Be still! Stardust! Stardust!
Wind Astral Enemy! Alright! Freeze Laser! Holy Land!
Far enough! Be still!
Take this.
It's on! Rising Falcon! You picked the wrong fight! Be still!
In a bind.
Rising Falcon!
Can you take it?
Crush!
Here's a healing arm!
Eternal devastation!
First aid!
Catapult.
Here! Shining Supernova!
Eternal devastation!
Can you take it?
Take
Elusive deity.
you!
Here's a I'm ready!
Lightning Thrust!
Shine.
Rising
Radiant
Falcon!
light.
Burn!
Force of regeneration.
Watch and can't be happening!
I couldn't make it in time. Can't move.
Oh crap. Everybody's dying.
A new lease on life!
From beyond, imbued its
Here I go.
soul with life. Resuscitation. Shine.
Not done yet!
This is some punishment.
Lunar Corruption! By the power...
Megasonic Thrust!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Rising Falcon!
Resuscitation! Will this help?
Lightning Thrust!
Far enough!
No rest for the wicked.
Rising...
Healing Circle!
Thanks, Shield.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll be back.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Resuscitate you!
I've used too much.
Megasonic Thrust!
On your knees. Now we're not back. Can't get out of this.
It's wide open!
It won't escape me.
Reeling!
Healing Circle! I owe you, Sion.
Healing is what my arts do best.
All mine can do
What do
is
you
cause
mean?
havoc and
I'm almost killing him.
Eat dirt!
into the shadow! I never miss!
We're over halfway.
Dream!
Another ink. No further.
Raging Cascade!
This should...
Leave the charges to me! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Get on in there
Castle.
with the others!
Megasonic Thrust!
Here! Healing arm!
Pride was my
First
downfall.
aid!
Showtime! I'll smash you!
Lunar Corruption!
No, this is some punishment.
Here, you'll pay for that! Lightning Thrust!
No, it won't end like
No rest for the wicked. Shine. Radiant light.
I'm gonna need more than that. Allow me to help you. I'm in your debt, Doha.
Then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it. Now what to make?
what was I thinking?
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
I'm ready!
On
Radiant
your
Blood!
knees.
Back into the fray! Far enough! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Showtime! Lightning Thrust!
Will this help?
This one's all mine!
I'll heal you all!
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Top four!
Not today! I'll
Resuscitation!
smash you! Dazzle! Stardust!
Glacial Spear! Here!
Lightning Thrust!
What the?
Megasonic Thrust!
Elusive deity. Begin.
Be still!
Elusive deity!
Rising rocket!
Imbue this... Restore with life! Resuscitation!
What? I can't move.
Ready to go!
Back from death
Resonate
to
with
base.
the earth! No further!
Resuscitation! Denied! Radiant
Not
Spear!
elusive deity!
Lunar Blast! I'm all stocked up!
Anything in armor is all mine! With life!
Reload!
Now it's my turn!
Glacial Spear! Piercing!
Resuscitate! Crush!
Lunar Corruption!
Eternal Vista!
This one's mine!
It's in your hands now.
I lost.
Better! Thunder Field! Raging Cascade!
Take care of Poodle.
I can't believe this.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
A fish! You saw it too, right? Now where might those fish be? All right.
Got it.
That's not a fish I see often.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
die. Almost have it. Got it.
Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Yeah. Reel it in. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Could have been worse. At
That
least you
is
caught
not the
something.
fish I was going after, but okay.
I've got something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Nice work!
Is this what I think it is?
Got it.
That's not a fish I see often.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Yeah. Oh. This fish is way bigger than I was expecting.
Stars above! That's gotta be a new record!
Oh, we've got a lively one. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
I see you've gotten even better at this.
Reel it in. Anybody could reel in that.
Not too shabby, friend.
I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
All right. I reeled us in a big one.
We can make a real feast out of this bad boy.
See how much money we get now. If I push the right button.
You guys want to rest here?
Not as much as I was hoping. 8,450.
Did we really just spend that much money?
We sure did.
Oh, that's a good way to stay thrifty.
Shion, could we talk a moment?
Hey, do you have time to talk? There's something I need to ask you.
Of course. What's up?
It's about the doll I used to have as a little girl. I gave it some more thought, and I still don't remember actually receiving it from anyone.
You were so little. I don't think it's that surprising you've forgotten, is it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That doll was so old, I'm starting to think I just always had it with me from the start. I know that it's extremely unlikely, but after last time we talked, it got me thinking. Maybe you brought the doll that child made with you to Lenegis.
I couldn't be.
Are you saying you didn't? Look, logically speaking, I know it's a lot more likely that you didn't bring it with you than you did. But you can't say for sure you didn't, right? Crazier things have happened. I always thought I'd be alone, only to end up meeting you, and Law, and Rinwell, and Kisara, and Dohalim. Sometimes things happen in life that we never thought possible.
You make a good point. I left everyone and everything I knew behind 300 years ago. But now, I'm not so alone anymore.
Exactly. You crossed all those centuries to find all of us, so...
Why can't a little doll have made the same jump too?
Right? Look, it's up to you to decide if there's any meaning behind all of this. But I choose to think there is.
Yeah, I think so too. There's something beautiful about the whole thing that simply can't be denied.
I think it's time we go to sleep. Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Dang, I keep pushing the wrong buttons. Wait, I can't travel back to those? Alrighty then. I can't even travel here. First add the pill of something in. Okay.
You finally made it.
I think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. We're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realm to send help, and fast.
What?
What's that noise?
Elvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance, too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you 2 not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganatheros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cislodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something.
I bet the whole of Dan is losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelagian seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave, that's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on, we don't have much time.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.